advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, my goodness gracious, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. There is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor. With that being said, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Your weekend is over. Okay. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, the Dukester. Ankh, Edward, Rao, Suzanne, Mohammed. Let's get 'em, Mo. Jim W. Yanoop. Good morning, Nick. I always like to start off. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. So I always start off looking at the Forex Factory just to see what news reports are coming through. So today is Monday, March 24th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. God is good. You're still in the game. At 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got a red folder. We've got Flash, Manufacturing PMI, Flash, Services PMI, red folders, red folders. Govern yourselves accordingly. What that means to us, we're going to do the power play, the prop trading hack this morning. God willing, it sets up for us. But we're going to have to get it done before 9:45 or after things settle down. Just trying to think what the best practice would be. We really don't trade any live accounts through those red folder news reports. We let the market settle down, find a direction, and then we re-enable. And if today is your first day joining us, I did a presentation with
submitted.
Lee Goldstein on Friday, so some of his members may be here today, hopefully. And I just want to lay down a little foundational information about what you see here on your charts, on your screen, and what our methodology is. We're showcasing the automated trading bots, both the AI and iBots. And these are fully automated strategies that once they're enabled, will execute and manage the trades for you. They run in the NinjaTrader 8 platform. You could trade them on a sim account, a prop account, or a live account. We have a pretty diversified portfolio of strategies that not only trades different instruments, but also different time frames of the same instrument. We've got all the index equity futures, the Dow, the E-mini, the NASDAQ, with exception to the Russell. And we've also diversified into crude oil and gold. So when institutional money is rotating their equity from one asset class to the other, our bots are all over it. The AI automated system, the technology behind it, is we run the bots in tandem with what we call a drone. And we let the drone run 23 hours a day. So these bots were enabled at 6 p.m. last night. 6 p.m. last night. And we let them run through the overnight session, through the London Open, and now, right before the New York Stock Exchange opens, we have what we call our leaderboard. These are the bots that are performing the best in the current trading session. Are all of my bots winning? No. If I scroll to the bottom, you'll see that I have a few losing. So they're not all winning. Now, given the choice of whether I want to trade the losing bot or a winning bot in this current environment, is really our decision that we make on each day. That's the discretion with these bots. is choosing which one to trade in your live account. Which bot or bots to trade in your live account. On the bottom left here is the lag. We don't want to get into any trades if we're getting any lag time. Good morning. Good morning. B Karmas from Austin, Texas. It's a big state. They do things big in Texas. All right, Rochester. Jim, the frozen tundra. Good morning, RJ. RJ, that bot, man, what a day on Friday. I think my RJ bot was up like $7,000 in one day. That was incredible. All right. Now we're going to do what I had mentioned in the webinar on Friday, and I showed you the performance. We're kind of on a win streak, and I did clip of the video and posted it to YouTube over the weekend. Sergio is in the process of automating it completely. So by the end of the week, we're going to have a new template that automates this strategy. Now, I skipped one part. If you're just joining us today for the first time, is we also what we do with this information. Let me go into the methodology just a little bit. With this information, what I normally do, because I'm trading prop accounts, but you could do this whether you're trading a prop account or a live account. Using this information, you maybe would take the top performing bot on the E-mini and maybe one on the NQ and put those in your live account or your prop account. Those are the ones that are performing the best in this current trading environment. Because I'm trading a prop account or several prop accounts, what I do is I use a trade copier. And this Sim 101 account, I'm very happy to see that it's on the leaderboard this morning. This is my go-to strategy. That's the NQ30 range. And when trend is in alignment with my 20 Unarenko, so let me back up just a moment. So I've put this bot is running in my Sim 101 account under my strategies. The account name is right here. It's this one. It's the NASDAQ 30 range. Okay? So I'm putting that one as my leader account. This is called a trade copier. When this is enabled, it will copy the trades from that bot that's up almost $3,000 pre-market. It'll copy it across all of my Apex accounts. As soon as I flip it to on, it will take the next trade that the automation triggers on that Sim 101 bot, the NQ30 range bot. What I've been doing is I've been kind of timing out when to click on when I have an alignment and trend on both the 30 range, this is my 30 range, and the 20 Unarenko. Just to take a look at the overnight session, we had a huge move up, a big gap up. The market, we know from experience, really doesn't like it, likes to fill in those gaps. So it wouldn't be unreasonable to expect at the opening bell a kind of a retracement back to our 50, but we let the technicals make all the decisions. It could continue to go straight
Order
up.
submitted.
But we will be ready for a short move. But in order to capitalize on a short move, we would need both the 20 Unarenko and the 30 range chart to be in agreement on trend. And what I mean by that is you could see my moving averages. You might be able to see them a little easier on my 30 range. This is my 50. This dotted line above is my 15. What I want is I want my 20 Unorenco to be in agreement of my 30 range. So in order to go short, price would have to come below my 50. This is my 50, this green line. It's a little difficult to see. But that's my 50, and price would need to come 3/4 of that candle would have to break below that 50 in order for me to turn this on and go for a short entry. On the flip side, in order for it to in order for us to go long, we would need to be in agreement on both the 30 and the 20 Unorenco, and our price would have to be above the 50, which right now it is. But my 20U is kind of in a down movement here. I'd like to see them both headed up in the same direction. And when there is agreement, I wait until a few minutes after the market open, maybe two minutes. Let that initial opening bell with all of the algos firing off the orders that they do at the open. Let that settle down for a few minutes, and then enable this when I have the alignment of trend. Now that's really the most discretion, and this is going to be fully automated by the end of this week. The spirit of these bots are to have them in full automation. All right, RJ, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Now, one thing I did want to mention, I was talking to, his name just went totally blank. I was talking to one of our members. I know he's here today, too. And this Sim 101 bot, Rod A. Good morning, Rod. I was talking to Rod over the weekend, and this Sim 101, I looked at it a little closer, and what it is, it's the velocity drone, but it has the velocity filter unchecked. So there's no filter, there's no velocity filter. It's the same exact strategy as that 30 range velocity filter. Let me show you what I mean. It's that Smart Stop 2 strategy. So if I disable it very quickly, you'll see it's the same exact thing, but where it says velocity filter right here, it's unchecked. That's the only difference between this strategy and the velocity, 30 range velocity. Because when everything lines up, I don't want the velocity filter to get in my way. We're kind of, at the open, we're always going to have a big burst. And we're going to have really nice movement. Volume is usually flying. Just waiting for it to light up green, and I know I'm back in business. Might have to go to the velocity stop. I don't see it turning green.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, 9:31. So I'm a little concerned because I don't see this turned green. Normally it turns green when it's connected. But right now we don't have an alignment. You can see on my 20U, we're above the 50, and on my 30 range, we're below.
Order submitted.
So we're getting a retracement from overnight. We had that huge move up. Yeah, we've got the news report coming up at 9:45. I see my data on my E-minis not working. Now we have the alignment. So this is when I would enable it. I'm a little nervous about the execution because it's not showing green down here. And my ES chart's not moving. Oh, it is moving now. Oh, sorry about that.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I've got problems here. It's like they're not enabled. All right, I'm having a little bit of a tech issue. Let me see if I could work this out for a minute. What I'm going to do, when all else fails, I'm going to go to my positions and flatten everything.
Order submitted.
And let's just start fresh. Please forgive me. I'm having a little bit of a tech issue this morning. Okay. Yeah. I like that, Jim. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Doctor. I'm going to hold off on the iBots until after the news report. Let me see if I can get these going. Ah, there we go. We're back in business. Okay. So let's just do the AIs for now. After 9:45, we'll go to the iBots. Kind of a tough environment here. Just looking at my 20U.
Order submitted.
I think there's some anticipation for this report coming out. Maybe we'll wait for take the move after the report.
Order submitted.
A little bit of lag on NASDAQ. Coming back now. Oh, there it goes too, popping to the upside.
Order submitted.
All right, we're back in business. Let's see. See if we break through this area of resistance.
Order submitted.
Good volume. You know what? Let's give it a whirl. I'm going to turn my copier on. I'm set up for a long on my 20U
Order
and my
submitted.
30 range. Got really nice volume here. We've got the news report coming out at 9:45. Pop us in. Let's
Order
go.
submitted.
Haymaker's in. That haymaker's been trading really nice.
Order submitted.
Must have got in back here.
Order submitted.
If we break through this area of resistance, now we'll probably be in the
Order
trade to the
submitted.
long side. Our ES jumped off long on the 8 Unirenko.
Order submitted.
See if we can break through this area of resistance.
Order submitted.
We're getting kind of close to the time of the JOLTS report. You know what? I'm going to disable it for now, and let's wait till after the report. I don't want to get stuck in a trade and that report come out and wipe me out. We're within 5 minutes of the JOLTS report. So I'm just going to disable, and let's give it a whirl once this report comes out. Duke's in Fort Lauderdale. Nice.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
In a
Order
really nice
submitted.
position on this E-mini. You can see we're above the VWAP. This yellow dotted line is the VWAP on that E-mini. That green background color on the chart is
Order
telling us
submitted.
that we have a multi-time frame alignment of trend. That on the higher time frame that it's looking at, it's also lined up to the upside. With that big move up overnight, that's not a big surprise. Good morning, Gambit. Welcome. Let's see what open positions we're in. These are the open positions. We're watching the ES8U scalper bot. All ES trades with exception. This gold bot is on the NASDAQ. That's a mistake. Let's flatten that.
Order submitted.
That gold bot should be in gold, obviously. Let's see if we can fix this real quick. Ninja Trader has a thing. If you ever edit these strategies, be very careful that you're on the correct instrument, and I need to do the same. Always make sure, whenever you open up one of your strategies, that it's on the correct instrument. All right, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the news report. And we'll probably get the same type of environment, even maybe even more so. It seemed this morning's open was a bit of a dud. But maybe there's some anticipation for this news report.
Order submitted.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Order submitted.
All right, it's good to see my strategy is trading now. We don't have the alignment though, and we're 1 minute into 1 minute away from the jolts.
Order submitted.
We're just not going to trade that. Okay. Our lag is looking good. Let's see if we can get an alignment now. Good volume. We're just under 2,000 contracts a minute. The counter you see on the bottom right of my chart is volume. Contracts per minute. Daily volume is on my little market analyzer down here. Nothing easy this morning.
Order submitted.
Nothing easy this morning. Yet. Things can change very quickly. I'd love to see a big pop to the upside now. Take a look at the Forex Factory and see what the news was. Was it good news, bad news?
Order submitted.
All right, I just enabled it. Let's see if we can break through here to the upside.
Order submitted.
Come on, get us in.
Order submitted.
Bam, we're in. Let's see if we can get one to the upside here. Come on, push up. Good volume. We got just under 3,000 contracts a minute. We're taking some heat on this one. Come on, one push up. Let's do it. Come on, bounce off that 50. Let's go. Need to break through this upside resistance. Push through there. Let's go. Retesting it. Got a lot of upside resistance. I like to have a clear shot to my profit target. Let's see if we can break through. Come on, push through. Pop up. Let's go. Pop up there.
Order submitted.
Let's go.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
On this. Profits on that. Come on. Push up.
Order submitted.
Close that on my PAs. They're making me a little nervous. But we're still in the trade on the evals. This 48 got funded. I need to take it off. Now, if we get in our profit window, if we get within 25 ticks of our profit target, my stop is going to fly up. I'm pretty sure that my stop right now is attached to my 15 EMA. Get in the profit window. Get in the profit window. Push up a little bit. Very close to the profit window. One more little push and we're in there. My stop will fly up. And then it's either 250 or 500. One more little push up and we're there. Boy, they're really making us sweat this one out, aren't they?
Order submitted.
See, my stop was tied to my 15 EMA. We'll give it another go on the evals. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up the Ibots. The Ibots are the ones that are streaming the market internals from the cash market, from the stock market. So let me go ahead and enable those.
Order submitted.
Yeah, Jim, the stop, once the trade matures to a certain level, I think it's 70 ticks or 60 or 70 ticks, what will happen is automatically my stop will attach to my 15 EMA. So it's called the exit on the line change. This rectangle on the bottom left of my chart
Order submitted.
is telling me the color of my 15 EMA. So my stop will automatically attach to that indicator once I mature towards my profit target and it breaks through that threshold. So we've got some really unique ways to manage these trades as to not give back any profits. You can see on that trade across 3 of my evals, I still made $100. The market kind of lost momentum. Well, it didn't really lose momentum. It just was stagger stepping up. You can see my RSI line and my Laguerre is still within that green area the entire time. So let's see if we can't get in a couple of other trades on some of these evals. I'm going to take my 175 across my PAs. Let me take off 48. It's not on.
Order
There
submitted.
we go. We're back in.
Order submitted.
We're right back in our 30. Now we've got an
Order
alignment
submitted.
still on our 20U and our 30 range. So let's see if we can get into our profit window on this trade. You can see I'm copying it across
Order
these Apex
submitted.
accounts. I took it off my PAs. Now if we get close enough to our profit target, hopefully, our profit window kicks in. I'll tell you, this market, I just want to take what it's going to give me and be out of it.
Order submitted.
Not getting much follow through today. Yeah, that's correct, Jim.
Order submitted.
That is correct. It's coded into the code. All my Ibots jumped in long here. So the system is picking up a disparity between buyers and sellers.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
See if we can get back into this trade here. Wants to bounce off the 50, let's hope.
Order submitted.
Come on up.
Order submitted.
Some follow through here. I don't like this market here today is very tough.
Order submitted.
Could be in trouble on this trade. On these evals. Like to bail out on it. Hoping it works its way back up to that area of resistance. Give me a chance to get the heck out of it. Come on up. Come on up.
Order submitted.
Excuse me. Someone's at my gate. All right. Come on now, let's go. It's a tough market today. In a monster E-mini trade. Look at the E-mini. Straight right up. Rao got 850 on the NQ scalper. Great job, Rao. Hey, Andy, good morning. That's a good question,
Order submitted.
Andy. I have two 150s and a 300. The 150s I need 9,000. The 300 I need 20. So you're right. Scaling up is always a consideration. You make a good point. Really, my goal was to get a sustainable strategy that I can consistently hit my profit goal of between 250 and 500 a day. Once I feel comfortable that I'm able to do that, and I've strung together a really great couple of months here. But soon I think scaling up is something that my next step. Andy, I think you're right, especially on that $300,000 account. On the 50,000 trading one contract, I've already would have had a really nice payout. And the lower panel is our Laguerre. It is an assessment of momentum. It's called a Laguerre oscillator, and it has this relative strength index is my yellow line, and it really is a really nice assessment of momentum. You're right. Geez, what a terrible market. I'm lucky to get out with my PA accounts with a small profit. If the conditions weren't so treacherous, I would look to make anywhere between 3 and 500 in my prop account. But this isn't really a trading environment that I feel very confident with. I'd love to get out of this at break even. Instead of taking a $500 loss. Come on, one push to the upside. Get me out of this mess that we're in. Mm-mm-mm. Usually when we get a lot of sideways action, and the market consolidates like this, we get a pop, either to the downside or the upside. It's starting to look like the downside.
Order submitted.
So let's turn this off. Let's wait until there's an alignment.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
The hybrid candle, Walter, if you right click your chart and go to indicators, in that market internals folder, I'll double click it and I'll look for the hybrid
Order submitted.
Candles indicator, and I'll double click it to bring it down under configured. It's called the hybrid candles. What Walter's referring to is the big knock on Unorenco bars is they obliterate price action. We developed a unique Unorenco bar here at Right Line Trading that shows an intra-candle wick, an intra-candle pullback. You can see the auction going on between the bulls and the bears intra-candle, so as to not obliterate price action. So we still get the smoothed out, beautiful charts that Unorenkos provide. And we also get some of that price action with those hybrid candles. Now it won't print, Walter, it's important to know, it's not going to print what's already happened. It's only going to print what happens moving in the future. So put it on there and just leave it on there for a little while, and you'll see it'll start printing.
Order submitted.
There we go. Now we're getting some movement to the downside. I'm just waiting on my 20U to line up. See, but now you see I just went into the profit window. My stop slammed down to lock in 250 or 500. And in that situation, it was 500. The Ibot 30 range is in. Let's take a look at that one. That's a really exciting strategy. That Ibot 30 range, when it gets into one of these trades and hits a winner, you're done for the day. I can assure you of that. Now you can see where my stop is, but it's also attached to that 15 EMA. It's not going to let it come too much further back.
Order submitted.
I don't believe.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I took it out on the exit on the line change. NQ30 range, ABC.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Not too many NASDAQ strategies today, if you notice. The NASDAQ is really pretty choppy. The best strategies today are being run on the E-mini. So let's turn off these NASDAQ strategies. And let's pivot to an E-mini.
Order submitted.
Trader, what we normally do, that's a good question, is the first 15 or 30 minutes of the market, we go for that 30 range. I do personally. And then I go right back to the leaderboard. Today, it just really wasn't there for us today. And I don't want to force it. So now I would go right back to my leaderboard and see what's performing the best to see where I should pivot to. My ES on the 8-unit Renko is all over the place on my leaderboard. This is my ES on the 8U. It's in this trade. It's up really nicely.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's see, the ES8U scalper drone. Since I want to get into a position on that one, what I could do is I can close it, flatten, close position.
Order submitted.
And then just go re-enable it and try to get into that position on that bot.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, jeez. Took it off for 1 second. Unbelievable. Oh, man, I missed
Order submitted.
Now all my Ibots jumped in on the 16U. Here we go. Let's go back to our velocity. You can see my open positions. Everything jumped in long. Ibot 600 tick. This is the Ibot on a 600 tick data series. Trying to break through this area of resistance.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
The account name is the exact same name as the bots, Nasky.
Order submitted.
The reason we call them the name of the bots is when we go into our trade performance on NinjaTrader, the account name tells us the performance of each individual bot when we pull up a trade performance. This way we could track which bots are performing the best, and we know which one it is. That's the only reason why we call them the way that we do. If we ran them all in the same account, we wouldn't be able to see how each one does individually. 2U means a 2 Unirenko. That's the data series. Signal C is the entry, the trigger of that bot. That bot uses a Signal C entry and it runs on a 2 Unirenko. In our Discord chat, we have a couple of masterclass modules that will go over the different entries that the AI auto takes. Now you just saw that my stop went to break even, maybe even locked in a small gain. And we're in this 600 tick move to the upside with no risk on the table. And we have a potential to make a really nice winning trade here. Okay, I actually did get into a position, it looks like, on my Apex accounts.
Order submitted.
I'm in the E-mini. So I got in that ES on the 8U.
Order submitted.
On my Apex accounts. Jim, the bots are each trading in their own SIM account. And what we're doing is we're taking a trade copier and we're picking the top bots that are performing the absolute best and we're copying them into our Apex accounts. So we let them all run in their own separate SIM account to accumulate data, trade history for each individual bot.
Order submitted.
This way we have in our decision-making process as to which ones we want to trade in a live account, we have some historical performance for each bot. Yeah, we've been doing really well with it, actually. Now, of course, it's not the holy grail. We're not going to get it right every day. I wish we could.
Order submitted.
But more days than not, we do wind up on the winning end of things.
Order submitted.
I saw the ES8U was doing well, and I jumped in on the ES8U, and it's paying off for me. It might also be in a long trade on the haymaker, because I also have the
Order
haymaker
submitted.
enabled. Yeah, I'm also in long on the ES. No, I'm just in that one trade on the ES. But I do have my top performing bots enabled. I have my NQ velocity enabled, and I have my ES8U enabled. So one on the NQ, one on the E-mini, strictly going off my leaderboard. And ES on the 8U, I've got a number of strategies doing extremely well on that data series today. So I did everything I could to get into a trade on that 8U. Yeah, we have a good idea, Jim, just from experience. But the AI self-learning component of this, if I open up one of the strategies, if I go to new strategy, our AI model will dynamically change the inputs of the bot in three different areas. It changes the stops and targets, which is based on the average true range of the market. It'll
Order
optimize
submitted.
its trading hours. The drone is going to run 23 hours of the day, and it's going to tell the bot historically what time of the day it performs the best. And last but not least is the signal or the trigger that's performing the best. And it will tell the bot which one of the triggers, because if you notice, there's 4 different triggers in this strategy. There's a signal A, B, C, and D. The machine learning algorithm is going to tell the bot which one of those signals to execute the trade in this current environment. So these are the ways that the drone optimizes the bot. They share the database, and dynamically, while you're trading in this trading session, it's going to change your parameters around. And these are all data-driven decisions that it's doing. Yeah, the technology on this is technology that nobody else has. Nobody else is using. We collaborated with a world-renowned AI
Order
lab
submitted. Order submitted.
that just shared a tremendous amount of information with our developer, who picked up on it very quickly and seamlessly. And we're still integrating more artificial intelligence. Some new components will be coming out pretty shortly. So the optimization process, it never ends. It's until we win every one of our trades. It's ongoing. So I go until about 10:30, and David Wise, who is our options trader, is coming up behind me. Things went a little rocky this morning. I had a tech issue that I had to restart at the market open, and then we had the news report at 9:45, and not to make excuses, but it wasn't our best day, I could tell you that.
Order submitted.
But even on a bad day, let me make sure I'm not in a position on this one too. No, good. So even on a bad day, if we take a look at the PA accounts, I still was able to end the day green across all
Order
three
submitted.
PA accounts. Um, just wasn't very much follow through today. It was a choppy market. It was a slow and steady move up, but looking at it on a 30 range, it wasn't a smooth trip to the top. So the PA accounts, we made about $475 across three accounts. So that's what we've been doing. We've been taking baby steps. And since February to today, we'll take a look at this beautiful equity curve. It's at 18,865. Let me just click generate. Yes, 18,865 from February 1st to March 21st. So even though it didn't go great today, it's still, anytime you don't have big red numbers here, it's a good day. Even if you don't take a trade, a break-even day or a green day is a blessing. Count it all joy. No, Noski, that was on my PA accounts. Those are on funded accounts with Apex. Currently, I'm in a position on the ES on the 8 Unarenko. That's up a couple of $100. I'm hoping it continues to move up. I'm going to let it play out after we end this video.
Order submitted.
In my charts, how many are paper and how many real? In my charts, I'm showing all of the SIM accounts that the bots are running in, Noski. What I'm using is this tool. It's called a trade copier. And I'm using my SIM account as my leader account. And I'm copying it across all of my Apex accounts. So to answer your question on my charts, you're looking at the SIM account. Okay, you're looking at the SIM accounts that they're running in. And the way our methodology works is we have what we call our leaderboard. And the bots that are performing the best is what we put in our leader account on our trade copier.
Order submitted.
And we've been having a tremendous amount of success doing it. Numbers don't lie. And is it a perfect system? No. Do we win every day? No. Do every one of our bots win? No. But we have a profit goal of $300 to $500 a day, and more often than not, we achieve it. All right, everybody. I got a tough crowd today, huh? Happy Monday. Listen, if you would, please, I'm going to sign off now. Just a recap of how our leaderboard looked today. It was really the ES. The ES was the bots that did the best. We hit our 1 day pass on gold. Our haymaker, $2,000 in profit. And then it was the ES8U, 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 ES30 star, ES20 range on the Ibot. So today was a day for the E-mini. It was a day for the E-mini. Kind of rough sailing on the Nasdaq today. But please do me a favor, like my video on YouTube. We're going to come back, God willing. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Hopefully the market is a little more cooperative than it was today. Although it wasn't a great day, it wasn't a bad day either. We got through it with a really nice profit. So I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It gives us some traction. Get some new eyes on our products and services.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Dankeschön, Andy. All right, everybody. Have a blessed day. Let's hope. I'm hoping the E-mini keeps moving up. I'm going to let this thing keep running, and I'm going to go get a late breakfast, early lunch. Have a great day, everybody. God bless you. So long.